Have you ever felt like your routine is a video game everyone plays, but you always lose at level 1? You start with enthusiasm. You commit for a few days. Then boredom creeps in, and you quit. The problem isn't you, and it isn't the routine itself. The problem is that you're treating it like a heavy duty instead of treating it like a game. Games are fun because they have challenges, rewards, surprises, and engaging stories. So what if I told you that you can use the same tricks that make games addictive to make your daily routine just as addictive? You don't need superhuman willpower. You don't need to overhaul your entire life. All you need are a few smart mental tricks that make your brain see the routine as an exciting challenge, not a boring punishment. Here are 11 practical tricks, inspired by the psychology of play, to transform your routine from a heavy burden into a game you look forward to every morning. Number 1. Add an element of random surprise. Boredom comes from predictability. When you know exactly what will happen every day, your brain stops caring. The solution is to break the expectation with a small random element. Write a list of 4 or 5 different ways to perform the same routine. For example, morning reading could be on the balcony, at a cafe, with a cup of tea, listening to a book summary, or reading a physical book. Each morning, choose randomly, with a coin, a dice, or a random selection app. Your brain stops feeling bored because it doesn't know what's coming. The routine becomes a small game rather than a fixed sentence. Number 2. Turn the routine into a personal challenge. Instead of, "I'll read for 20 minutes, say, "I'll read 15 pages before the 15-minute timer ends." Instead of, "I'll tidy the house," say, "I'll tidy the room in 10 minutes and see if I can beat my previous record." When you turn the routine into a competition with yourself, it shifts from a duty to a game. And challenge releases dopamine, the same chemical released when we play. Define a simple metric for each routine: time, number, quality. Then try to improve it every week. Even if you improve by just 1%, you're now in a continuous improvement game. Number 3. Attach the routine to a fictional story. This is a strange technique, but it's remarkably effective. Imagine that your morning routine isn't just waking up and tidying, but a spy preparing for a secret mission. Or that your workout isn't exercise, but training like an ancient warrior. When you attach a story to the routine, it turns from a to-do list into a small adventure. Your brain loves stories. It responds to them emotionally. And a routine that carries a story becomes far less boring. Try it. I'm not cleaning the house. I'm preparing my command center for a perfect day. It might sound silly, but it works. Number 4. Use the fun first 5 minutes rule. Most routines fail because their beginning is hard. You resist starting. The solution: make the first 5 minutes so enjoyable that you can't resist them. If your routine is reading, start the first 5 minutes with a beautiful picture book or a magazine you love. If your routine is deep work, start by listening to your favorite podcast before you begin. If your routine is exercise, start by putting on workout clothes you love and feel confident in. The first 5 minutes are the gateway. Make them delicious, and your brain will enter the routine with ease. Number 5. Share your routine with others indirectly. A shared routine becomes less boring and more committed. But we don't always have someone to share the same routine with. The solution: share just your progress. Post a photo of your reading corner. Send a message to a friend. Day 15 of daily writing. Participate in an online group. When others see your routine, it transforms from silent personal work into something you're known for. And that sense of belonging adds real enjoyment. Humans are social creatures. Even simple interaction around your routine gives it extra meaning. Number 6. Change your senses during the routine. A boring routine is one that engages only one sense. If you're reading, you're only using your eyes. Add another sense: a scented candle you love during reading, your favorite drink during writing. The more senses you engage, the more enjoyable the experience becomes. The routine becomes a complete sensory experience, not just a task. Try it. Assign a specific scent to each routine. Over time, your brain will associate the scent with the routine, and the scent alone will be enough to motivate you. Number 7. Use beautiful repetition instead of boring repetition. Repetition isn't the enemy. Repetition is what builds mastery. The problem is that we repeat without noticing the beauty of small details. When you wash dishes, don't think about when will I finish. Notice the temperature of the water. Notice the shape of the bubbles. Notice the transformation of the plate from dirty to clean. When you write, notice the beauty of the word you just wrote. When you walk, notice the rhythm of your steps. This shift from performing the routine to noticing its details turns the moment from ordinary to rich. The routine doesn't change. Your perspective does. Number 8. Give yourself small, immediate rewards. Delayed rewards, like, I'll buy myself something at the end of the month, don't work well. Small, immediate rewards do. After finishing your routine, give yourself something small you love right away. A small piece of chocolate, 5 minutes of scrolling, a cup of your favorite drink, a star sticker in your notebook. Your brain associates the routine with the immediate reward. So the routine becomes something you want to do, not something you force yourself to do. Number 9. Switch the method of the routine periodically. Don't change the routine itself. Change the way you do it. If you read in a chair, try reading on the floor. If you exercise at home, try it in the garden once a week. If you write on a computer, try writing with pen and paper for one day. A simple switch in method gives your brain a sense of novelty. And novelty is the first enemy of boredom. Number 10. Designate a rule-breaking day. This is a strange technique, but it works. Once a week or once a month, allow yourself to deliberately break the routine. Don't read on reading day. Sleep late on the day you're supposed to wake up early. Why? Because allowing yourself to break removes the pressure of, I must always commit. This pressure is what makes the routine feel heavy. And when you break the rule for one day, you return to it the next day with greater desire. Breaking the rule must be intentional, not the result of failure. Today I choose not to read is completely different from, I didn't read today because I failed. Number 11. Make the routine's environment beautiful. A routine that happens in a beautiful environment becomes less boring. No need for big changes. Just small touches. Place a small plan on your desk. Use a beautiful notebook for writing instead of plain paper. Tidy the space before you begin. Open the window for natural light. A beautiful environment sends a signal to your brain. This is a special moment, not just a task. And special moments are never boring. Here's the truth. An enjoyable routine isn't a fantasy. It's the result of small choices that make repetition lighter and more alive. You don't need to apply all of these tricks. Pick one or two. Try them with your current routine. Notice the difference. The goal isn't for every day to become an exciting adventure. The goal is for your routine to stop being a burden, to become a part of your day you look forward to, not run from. Try one trick from this list today, and give your routine a chance to become a game. If this video helped you, subscribe to the channel. And if you want a practical guide to building habits that actually stick, my book 40 Atomic Habits for Online Success is available on Gumroad. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.